the best thing that I could share with somebody going to the German mission is really listen when you get there. If you pay attention and you listen to what people are saying, you might not understand initially at the very beginning, but if you listen to their intonations, listen to how they speak, try and duplicate and try and sound, make your Aussprache, your language that you speak as you're speaking German, try and sound like the people that you are speaking to. Try and make your language be the same as theirs, because then they'll stop and listen. They'll see you in your missionary garb, whether you're with your coat, just in a suit and coat, or your overcoat because it's wintry days or whatever. But if you're talking with them in their native language, they'll listen. They'll stop and they'll listen, because they'll see these interesting guys that they know are from another country, and yet the language they're speaking is my language. How is that possible? How is somebody from an 18-year-old, 19-year-old from another country speaking my language? And they might stop. It might cause them to pause and just think a little bit more of, they have something to say. They took the time to learn my language, to speak to me in my native tongue. Going back to my time in Berlin, we taught 2 young men from the nation of Angola who were, at that point, they were seeking political asylum in Germany. And thankfully, Elder Roots could speak French. And so we kind of did this 3-way translation, teaching them the gospel, and I would be engaged in German with my companion, and then he would translate it into French for them, and then back and forth. And so we did this 3-way, but always stay engaged in your mission. If you have another companion that speaks another language, that you guys meet somebody there in this melting pot of nations there in Europe, because you're going to find people from different nations. Some may speak German, some may speak French or Italian, just depending on where you serve. But Germany seems to be a melting pot of nations as well, and of tongues. And if you come across somebody that you're going to teach in a different language that is other than German, stay engaged. Don't just think that because you don't know that language and you can't teach them that you just kind of be silent. You can teach. You can share your testimony through that translator that might translate for them. Learn your scriptures. Read your scriptures in your new language. You're going to find after a period of time being in the mission field that language becomes your first language. Even today, 28, 29, 30 years after my mission, I find myself that still, when I'm thinking of things, that the German word is the first word that pops into my head sometimes, even before English, which is still kind of odd, that I think of that German word first before the English word. Enjoy your time. Enjoy the people. It's probably one last word of advice. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your people. Enjoy your companion. You're going to learn, and enjoy the opportunity to learn.